Hello everybody and welcome back to Multiplayer with Chainsaw 100. So in the previous episode we were very busy drilling the other field, the small field. I need to get used to these field numbers, 36 it would appear to be. So yeah, Chainsaw was doing that. I was mowing a bit of 34 to be able to get enough food for the cows who are just over here. Yeah, so I think I bought 50, I did buy quite a few, which is nice because it means that we can really get them going. We bought them young, so they're not generating any income at the moment, but eventually they will do. We may buy even more soon, but I think for the time being we better leave it as it is, otherwise we'll have no money at all. And they'll be producing milk in about 12, 13 months time, I believe. Anyway, yes, Chainsaw should be, if I'm not mistaken, yes, in the field with a mower. So we're going to basically get 34 cleared, and then we're going to hopefully plough it up and put a crop in. So if he's mowing, obviously I need a windrower. I think we'll most likely put it into the pit. So it really shouldn't take too long. Oh yeah, and of course we're waiting for the price to be at its best for the corn. I think the price actually at its best in January. It's looking good. Yes, January. So we're looking at 1,500. So we're still about £200 off, which is quite significant. It really does matter, that amount of money. So I need to go over to the other farm, I need to pick up the windrower, and then we can start windrowing after Chainsaw. This field here will be staying as grass, but we are trying to get away from just doing grass continuously, because obviously it's repetitive, we keep doing the same thing. So that's why we're trying to clear 34 as quickly as possible. I think it's ever so slightly smaller than 35, and obviously I've done a piece over here, or done a bit in the gateway. So it's going to save a bit of time. I notice he's going to need to come up to here, where the gate is. So we'll close that. I was in the right place at the right time. Yeah, so I think we will do mostly silage, but I think maybe a bit of hay. Because otherwise we're going to have nothing to feed to the cows. Although we could give the cows just grass, but I think I'd prefer to give them the hay. It is better. So we'll start with just general windrowing, and then we'll get the tedder on the back and we'll do a bit more as hay. Really going to hope to get this done pretty quickly today. Obviously with both of us clearing the field, it will be much faster than a standard single player video. I'm in such a habit of running over to just the gate post to close the gate. It sounds so weird because obviously in real life you go up to the gate, but now, yeah, in FS you also walk up to the actual gate, not just where the gate is when it's closed. Right, this is not quite wide enough yet. It is in that direction though. Good. So we are rowing, which doesn't really make a change. We need suggestions. Which crop should we put in? Obviously if we put in a root crop it's going to be pretty expensive to harvest because we have to rent the harvester, and all of those harvesters are very expensive. Anything to do with the combine is fine, so we could do beans, we could do a cereal crop, we could do rapeseed, anything like that, canola. But anything but grass really. That's what the plan is. Oh. No, don't miss bits. No! Oh, I'm swerving now. Right. Yeah, this is not going to take long. Okay, at this point I'm going to drop off the windrower. There's a few swaths there for Chainsaw to start picking up, because he's going to most likely finish before I've done the tedding. I'm not going to ted all of it. The rest of this is still going to be mostly grass for silage, but just some of it is going to be tedded. And we do still have the tedder on hire, so we might as well use it. Okay, don't get hit by the gate, never good. And we are eventually going to be moving everything away from the yard here into the main yard, because this really is just the BGA, but as it is our starting point, most of the equipment which we have, well, most of the equipment that we have hired is here. We're still going to be making good use of it, because it's going to generate quite a bit of money for us, and we probably should process it in our own BGA instead of just selling it. But the biggest problem with that BGA is just the capacity. It is so small. You basically do a few bucket loads and it's full, and it takes quite a bit of time to process. So you sat around twiddling your thumbs waiting to sell more. You can't make money quickly, which is why we went down the route we did do last time. We took it to another sell point, which actually was a good thing. It worked out well. I don't think it generates quite as much money as if we were to sell it here, but I definitely don't regret it. The way we did it before was fine. Right, so I'll cover a bit of ground with this, but not too much, because after all we don't have bales. We have to store the hay either loose or in the loading wagon. Well, I think that is going to be enough. We'll finish with this. Obviously we have to move all the grass first of all, and then it doesn't matter if we leave hay actually in the forage wagons. Got to be super careful not to drag any grass across. I think I'm dragging a bit. It probably converts a small amount, but if you have too much it will put it just separating two bits of hay, which is obviously no good. Okay, that's good. We're free. No more grass in this area. So the next obstacle is going to be how we actually come to plough it up. We don't have the use cultivator as plough mod installed. It probably would be best if we do have that. Yeah, I'm not too sure how long it's going to take to process all of the grass either. So compacting, levelling, and of course then sheeting it over. But I would have thought we would have time to at least start the ploughing today. Ploughing or cultivating, it just depends what we're going to do. I'm just going to let Chainsaw know about the hay situation, just so he knows to only pick up the grass. But as you can see, he's already done one load, and he only got to there from the gate. So not, well, I suppose it was about halfway. Halfway round, one full load. That seems quite good. Right, another awkward bit. I suppose if a bit of grass does come across, it's not the end of the world. And there we go, that is the rowing up done. So now we need to drop off the windrower, pick up the loading wagon, and help out Chainsaw. Need to get it all into the pit. If the pit needs to be compacted or leveled, then I will obviously do that first of all. Otherwise it's going to be very difficult to get anything extra into it. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're doing alright so far. Not too much in there. Now where is the other load? Oh, we didn't return it, did we? I'm pretty sure we still have both, but yeah, we might have returned it. Which in a way is good, because we have passed a few days, and it would have been expensive to keep it. The daily fee and everything. Okay, Let's just take a look here. Nope, we do still have both. So, where is it? Where is the second loading wagon? It has to be at the farm. Of course, there it is. This is the problem with only having one episode per week. 7 days between recording an episode, and I forget where everything is, and forget what we have. It may become 2 episodes a week at some point, but there's no space. That's the biggest problem. If only there were 8 days in a week. Because I don't really feel that any of the other Let's Plays deserve to lose a day. Is that a hole in the wall? It is. I'm going to have a bit of a sneaky cut through. Right, who needs gates? I'm expecting this to fill up pretty quickly, judging by how chainsaws went. Here he comes. Yeah, there shouldn't be too much hay there. We should be able to store all of that in maybe just one of these loading wagons, but if it doesn't all fit, then in 2. But I think there might even be space in the cow's trough to have some in there, so yeah, we might not even need to keep anything in a loading wagon. I suppose it's not filling up super fast. Maybe this part of the field isn't quite as good. Still, we're going to get some silage out of it, which will be a huge help. It's nice being down near the river too. Such a beautiful view. Okay, 94%. There's going to be space for a little bit more, but not too much. Is it worth going back up to the rest of it? I suppose it is. But we're not going to have enough space to get this one on the left hand side. There is a swath, a very short swath near to the hedge. We'll get that in a minute. Yep, just get this piece here. And there we go. 23,000 litres. I think I'm probably going to have to help level this after this load. Otherwise it's going to be very difficult to get the next trailer in. We'll get stuck on this peak running through the centre. It should be fairly quick, just compacting that down. Not too sure if I should use the bucket or not. Let's just try it. Yeah, the bucket does help. I think my method isn't the best. If I can improve that, then it'll make everything so much easier. Backtracking does seem to work. It didn't used to work in FS. So that's a nice feature. Oh, hello. Good. And I might as well level chainsaws as well. And then we can get back to the field. It'll probably be time to get the hay in a minute. So one grass swath left over there, and we're not going to fit all of this into one load, I don't think, but that's fine. As I think it's actually all going to fit into the cow's trough anyway, so we really are not concerned about it not fitting into the loading wagons. I don't think we're even going to have to store hay in the wagons, which is great. Because those cows must be eating quite a bit. Not those, these, yep. So it would definitely fit. So if we want to, we can actually return one of these loading wagons to the store, so we're not incurring daily fees. But anyway, there we go, it's pretty much full. 98, 99 and 100. So I think Chainsaw's going to get the last grass swath, and then we can wrap up the pit, quite literally, get it covered over. Yeah, and then I'll probably return to get the final row of hay. So let's just get across to the cow farm. That field is probably going to have a bit more weeding done in it. Somebody did actually say in the previous video's comments that you can weed before the crop actually germinates, just as long as the crop is in. So I suppose it could have been done. I didn't know that though. I thought you had to actually wait for the weeds to physically appear. Right, okay, so here you go, cows. Filling the trough up nicely. And as soon as they are producing milk, we will have to get total mixed ration. So obviously we need straw, hay and silage. Plenty of time to plan all of that, though it's many months away. Almost a year. I'll leave the gate open because we do have a bit more to come. We'll go and get it quickly before any cows escape. Oh, very sneaky. Back through the wall again. Really shouldn't make a habit of that. It should be fixed. So yeah, just my single swath of hay. The rest of it is in the pit. So yeah, if we can get the fermentation started as soon as possible, that'd be great. In fact, good timing too, because we're going to be resting soon. In January we can sell the corn, which will give us a decent amount of money. And, well, you never know, the silage might be ready in January too. I'd sort of expect February, but sometimes it is pretty fast. Now we just have the big problem. Cultivating or ploughing this field. How would we go about doing it and funding it? Obviously we know how to do it, but we need to have a fairly fast method. There's quite a bit here. We actually do have the rest of this swath over here. But overall, to cut and clear this field, that has been fast. Okay. Right. Let's get back over to the cow farm. We'll get this put into the trough. And yeah, I'm not too sure if we're going to return this or not. I think we should return one of them. Good. No cows have escaped. Unless somebody has escaped and is hiding from me around the corner. I think they're more interested in their food. Besides, why would they want to escape from here? It's lovely. Okay, there we go. Back out, close the gate, and yeah, for now I'll put it in the shed because I really don't know what we're going to do with it. But I really would expect returning one is going to be the way forward. Although we do still have another big grass field. We're obviously not going to cut that anytime soon. But yeah, when it comes to clearing it, having two would be useful. We could always re-rent it, but depends what's cheaper. The daily fees do add up. Okay. So let's just go and see how Chainsaw is getting on. Hopefully it's all covered over. Well, it's all compacted. We've got 141,000 litres, which I think from that small field is pretty impressive. I'll just go and speak to him. There we go. It's fermenting. So we do have the disc harrow leased, but I'm not too sure. I don't think that's going to work just on the grass. Not without a mod. So it really is a bit of a tricky situation, because really we just need to get 2 ploughs, but then both of our tractors are low horsepower, so we could only have a very narrow plough and it'd be pretty expensive. Let's see if that's working. Oh wow, it is. Yeah, I've never actually done that before. I'm amazed. That's great. Okay, well that is the big... I think I was probably making a fuss about nothing. I really did not think that was going to work. Smashing. That really is smashing. Our drill is in the farm. We do own it, which is nice. I'm not too sure if my tractor is going to be powerful enough. Thing is, this tractor isn't powerful enough for the cultivator either, so I suppose it has to be. It has to be powerful enough. Just going to have to give it a go. Put a weight on the front. See what it does. Once it's all growing, it'll have to be weeded too. Right, so obviously that's my drill. I thought... Oh, I suppose chainsaw might have the weight. Expect a wheelie. I'm prepared for it. Hooray! Right, no, he must have the weight. I will just check and see if he needs it. Is there a weight? Yeah, there's a weight on the front of that. I wouldn't have thought it needs it, to be honest. It shouldn't do a wheelie because it's a trailed implement, so... yeah. Yes. I'm going to have to go... I know. Yes. I'll scoop it up in the JCB's bucket. Oh no, he's already dropped it. I was hoping he could lower it into it, but nope. Maybe the hedge will help. Although I don't think there's a collision on the hedge, so it probably won't help. Oh no. Yeah, it would have been so good if he could just pick it up and look. I suppose he's coming around again. By the time he is back around again, I could have just got the Massey Ferguson, but there you go. Through my struggling, I've managed to get it to here. So he can very easily just pick it up and then drop it in. If we had pallet forks, that would have probably worked. Okay. Bit too far. And then in. Hooray! That worked well. Yeah, can't pick it up any other way. Here we go. Delivered in a strange way. Don't you stay in there now. Oh no, it's got cozy. Come on. Good. You've got work to do. It's not hard work, you're a full-time piece of ballast. Actually, if I was an implement, I would want to be a front weight as well. You don't have to do anything. Right, we already have seed. What should we put in then? It's going to be tough to decide. I think somebody said barley was a good one to go for. So is oats. Should we put barley in? I think it would be good to go with something which can generate straw, because eventually we are going to need straw for the cows, for bedding and for padding out the feed. Let's just hope this tractor can actually run this. Yep, I'm going to do barley. He's got a bit of a head start, but not a huge head start. It's also wider than this, so I'll never catch up. May not even work. Let's just see. Wonder if I can get away with not power harrowing. Nah, it's only going to work with it on. You can't have just one or the other, which is a bit of a shame because that is sucking the power and we don't really need to have it power harrowing. Also, this is fully spec'd. It's just too small of a tractor. I suppose the only solution to this is to wait, because we can't afford to go for a bigger tractor. Well, I could lease one, but a bit of a waste of money. Anything in the sale? Some good stuff. That's really good. But no, I think we're a bit of a distance away from being able to buy those. It is working. I might as well keep going. Chainsaw won't be too long. Actually, to be honest, I didn't even expect to be drilling this today. I thought just cultivate. Well, there we go. It might not be much, but I have done a lap. It's fine downhill. If only everything was downhill. Uphill, it can't even move. But obviously, yeah, next time it'll be fine because we'll be able to put the John Deere onto the drill, and yeah, we'll be able to fly over the whole field. This tractor, I'm sure, would not be able to pull the cultivator, so there is nothing we can do except for wait. But that is the lower section of this field done. We just have a small piece to do up here, and then, yeah, the field is officially converted to grow cereal crops, which is going to be very nice. We had too much grass before. I did actually do a bonus piece here. I went up and down. Anyway, just put this here, ready for next time, ready for the John Deere. The weight can go behind it, I suppose. Just put it here. And I think that's pretty much everything done. I'll just quickly time-lapse the rest of the field being done, as I think I'm out of a job. Well, there we have it. At the beginning of the episode it had grass growing in it. It's all been processed, and once this piece here has been done, any second, we can officially call it converted into a cultivated field ready for drilling. There it goes, the last piece of grass. Fantastic. So as usual, Chainsaw is also doing a video, so the link is down below for that. Definitely worth checking it out. And for my video, I think we're going to leave it here. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and until next time, see you again very soon. Bye for now.